everybody, my name is Mars, you can call me MG if you would like. I have not filmed a video in about a month at this point, so it feels really weird to be here talking to a camera, but we move. This is the announcement video for the second half of the year picks for the Honeybee Society Book Club. If you don't know what the Honeybee Society is, it is my book club that I started last year where we read one Dark Academia book every 2 months. So for the second half of this year, there's 6 months. We'll be reading 3 books during that time. I will try and remember to link an invitation in the description of this video for the Discord channel, well, Discord server, where we have a channel for each of the books, if you guys are interested in joining and discussing with us. I also do a spoilery vlog for each book club pick, so you have that to look forward to. I apologize for car sounds happening outside. I live on a pretty busy road and there's not really much I can do about it, but I will try my best to film around it. Anyway, with all that introduction out of the way, I guess we can just talk about the books. So a few weeks ago, I put a poll out, a little Google form with, I think it had 9 options of books that were on my radar that fit the Dark Academia vibe, to see what books other people in the club would be interested in reading. And the 3 books that I have decided to go for this club for the next 6 months were actually the ones that were way far out in the lead. There was no contest whatsoever, so I'm glad there's interest in these books. I didn't have to like break any ties or anything. It was really just me figuring out which months would be for which books. So up first we have our pick for July and August, and that is A Deadly Education by Naomi Novik. I actually have physical copies of all 3 of these books, which is great. I don't think I've owned a book that we've read for the book club yet so far, so pretty nice that I don't have to go out of my way to find them. But this is the first book in the Scholomance trilogy. It is dark fantasy, Dark Academia, and I have actually read this before. This is my first reread for the book club, but it has been quite a while since I've read this. I think I read it when it first came out, and that's it. And according, to the copyright page, that was 2020 or 2021. I'm assuming 2021 is when the paperback came out and 2020 was the hardcover. I don't know. But yeah, 5-ish years. So I am excited to return to this. I did really love it the first time around, and I'm hoping those feelings stick. So this will be the pick to carry us through the summer. Then we get into classic Dark Academia season. For September and October, our pick is Vicious by V.E. Schwab. I have never read a V.E. Schwab book before at this point in time. I will actually be reading my first V.E. Schwab book soon. I'll be reading A Darker Shade of Magic, because that is the current pick for the Nostalgia Train book club, a book club run by my friend Violet. Not important to this video, but I feel like I should mention that. I have been told for years and years and years that I will love V.E. Schwab's books, so I'm dipping my toes into her works lately, and I'm very excited for this one because it's kind of like sci-fi Dark Academia, and it deals with like morally gray and morally black characters, and the 3rd book in the trilogy is coming out this year. And if I like this, I can jump immediately into the 2nd one and then immediately into the 3rd one. So that'd be pretty cool if that happened. But yeah, I have seen a lot of people reading this recently because the 3rd one was announced and everyone has been loving it. So hopefully the same goes for myself and all of our other book club members. And finally, to close out the year, our November and December pick for the book club is The Will of the Many by James Islington. This monstrosity. How many pages is this actually? Oh, that's a preview at the next book. That's a glossary, that's major characters, that's a whole lot of stuff. 684 pages. That's so many. Okay, cool. Anyway, I am kind of on the fence about whether I would consider this Dark Academia. I have to actually read it to figure out my thoughts, and we'll figure that out as a book club. But I know this has an academic setting, and other people have said it's Dark Academia, but just from the synopsis, it doesn't quite give me like dark academia the way the other books we've talked about do, you know? So we will just have to wait and see. And I did put this at the end of the year because I know it will be easiest for me to get this chunky book done when it's not season of my work being really busy, which is the summer. If you didn't know, I work at an ice cream shop. We are in like peak flow right now. So crazy busy. I do not have time for this, but towards the end of the year, I will, and hopefully other people will too. I know things in most areas of life tend to slow down around the holidays. I know not everyone gets that luxury, but hopefully it works out fine for people. That's also why we have 2 months to read each book so that you can kind of fit it in wherever. But yeah, I am curious about this one. This is high fantasy, and like I said, it has a dark academia, or it has an academic setting, but I'm not quite sure if it fits the dark academia, like, aesthetic. So we will find out together in several months from now. So here we have our nice little stack to round out 2026. Let me know if you guys have read any of these books or which ones you're most excited to be picking up. I think I'm like really excited for all of these, honestly. A Deadly Education because it's a reread of a book that I know I love. Vicious because I'm just so curious about V.E. Schwab as a writer, and this is one of the ones that people have been the most adamant that I would enjoy, people who like know my reading taste. And The Will of the Many, I'm just really curious because I know the past couple of years this book has kind of been all over bookish social media, and I don't know if I've seen a single bad review of it. And also, we know I love a chunky fantasy, so yeah, I think this is a really good stack to close out 2026 with, but if you are interested in reading these books with me and our fellow Dark Academia aficionados, be sure to check out the Discord, and I will see you in the next video. I don't know what it will be or when, but I'll see you then.